live a good life, you know, you make good money, and like everything is like flowing.
Toilet.
Yeah, I've been holding it for like a minute.
Hey, listen, hey, sometimes you gotta protect yourself.
Turn this mic off.
Yo, turn this mic. Someone gotta turn his mic off.
Turn
We
this
don't
mic
know what's
off.
gonna be happening. Hey, listen, that's the beautiful struggle right
Exactly,
there.
right
You know
there,
what I'm
right?
saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
We're back again.
Oh my days. Why are we wearing shades?
Oh yeah.
Chilling with Chilliams.
Hey, we
Cool,
chilling with
right?
Chilliams.
We can show the eyes, you know what I mean? But like,
How you doing,
like
bro?
we feel more protected.
Yeah.
Shades on, so.
How you doing, bro?
Good.
How you
I'm
feeling?
good. I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, good, man.
Nice weather outside.
Oh,
so
thank
I'm
God.
chilled,
We thank
man.
God
I'm
it
chilled.
is nice weather.
It makes a big difference though. Like when the sun's out, it just feels good though.
Exactly.
Word.
No, I
vibes
love
are
it.
different, though.
I love it. You get the summer vibes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
And that's
usually-
what's needed. That's what's needed
Right?
right now. After coming
After
out of
lockdown,
lockdown
though.
and all of that, the pandemic and all of that, this is what
It's
we
that
need.
perfect timing.
We need
right?
that
Yes.
sun.
Right vibe.
You feel
Exactly.
me? That's what I'm trying to say, man.
Yeah,
Exactly.
after lockdown, we just need to be out though. Like just enjoy it.
Man.
I do feel we
So-
deserve it as well. So, like it's the right vibes.
Yeah.
We're gonna chill. Sun is out. So
Have you
everything's
been
good.
out since like we came out of lockdown?
Not really.
No.
Like after this, I'm probably gonna fly somewhere.
Yeah.
We'll see. But no, I'm in the right mood,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything is cool. So the weather obviously played a part with it as
Ooh,
well. So
it does.
everything.
It
is
makes
fine.
you want to go on holiday. You're like,
Exactly.
what's it like in a better place? What's this weather like, but in a prettier place?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's the
Yes.
thing. You can't travel anywhere right now.
You
I mean, there's a
cannot,
few
man.
countries that like on the
countries?
playlist, but
Yeah, I
Few
mean, like
spots there.
all of these PCR tests, what's going on and stuff. I'd still love to be out there in the States, you know what I mean? Like in
Yeah,
Miami,
yeah.
LA, get the Californication vibe and
Woo!
stuff. But we're gonna do this first and then I see I can fly. You know what I mean?
But man, there's places to go, man. I'm seeing Greece is open right now. I'm seeing
Yes.
Portugal's
Greece
open
is
right
open,
now.
yeah.
I'm trying to be about right
Trying to
now.
be
I'm
out
feeling
too.
very nice right now.
Feeling steady, very
I'm
neat.
feeling really
super
good, though.
steady
For sure, for sure.
right now. But yeah, Danny, how you been though? How's things been with you?
No, man, I'm great, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. Like, I'm healthy. I do think that's the most important.
100%.
Especially during the last 12, 18 months, you know, like I've lost people due to COVID. So it makes me appreciate it even more when I'm out here with you guys, you know, people I see being healthy, and my family as well, everyone around me as well. So I've been great, man. Yeah,
That's good.
that's good to hear, man.
yeah.
Yeah, especially after lockdown, like that's good news though. Like just keeping yourself.
I do think like you see a little bit of a different perspective. So before it was like, let's fly out there, let's gonna come and visit and see you guys or whatever. But now, since COVID started, you're actually worried about your
What?
close people, right?
Yeah.
So
do you
if
feel
they're
like
okay,
during COVID, like your mind switched, like
Yeah,
you
for
had
sure.
different perspectives of
yeah,
things. And
100%, man. Like I was when that happened, when it happened first, I was out there in Cyprus, right?
Yeah.
Because I was signed to Paphos, and they had a crazy lockdown rules because they. Like Cyprus, they live off their kind of like tourism, so you
yeah.
were not allowed to go out, right? So if the police or some people saw you out, that you would have to pay like a £300-400 fine. So the streets were dead, right? And
Shit,
so
£300.
a lot of money, you know? Yeah, of course.
You
So
finding people £300 for stepping out their door?
yeah, exactly. So
That's wild, bro.
you were not
They
allowed
gotta
to
make
go
that
out.
money back somehow.
Yeah,
They
right.
gotta make that money back
Yes.
somehow.
So you had like a 1 hour time slot where
Yeah.
you were allowed to like go grocery shopping and stuff. So apart from that time, I was at home. I don't know, listening to podcasts, reading books, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So try to like educate yourself while you can't do anything.
that's the best thing to do.
That's the best thing to
yeah,
do,
yeah.
right? So yeah, keep the mental health right and
Yeah,
stuff.
just
So
learning and
yeah.
that's good though.
Yeah.
I think that's important, man, because lockdown was too much for me, man. I even forgot what I used to dress like. Yo, that shit was wild, bro. I forgot what I used to dress like, man. But hey, we talking about dressing right now. I've got to let you know, we do this thing called rock it, drop it, shot it. So it's this thing where you rock, you pick, oh sorry. So we have 4 items that we're gonna show you on the screen. And out of the 4 items, you're gonna pick if you're gonna rock it, drop it, or shot it, basically.
All right.
Shot it. You know what shot it means, you know. So shot is like we shotting, like we selling it. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna buy it and resell it.
Okay, cool. Okay, the new generation thing, right?
Yeah, I'm saying. Exactly. We're about to show you 4
Let's go. What's the first item? What's the first?
All right, let me see.
I'm burst, bro.
That ring touched me.
Anyway,
What are we saying about this?
Foam runners.
It looks like bread, to be fair.
I was gonna say
Like a
that.
baguette.
Well, to be honest with you, bro,
Really not.
I'm not feeling them
Not
ones.
feeling it at all.
But it's like a hype thing, right?
Type there.
Yeah.
so,
But I'd wear it to the airport though.
Chilling shoes for me.
I'll shut it.
Same.
Not even.
yeah,
I
I'd
wouldn't wear
I'd
them.
try
I
them.
wouldn't wear them at all.
There's definitely a kid in that Buckinghamshire that is dying for a pair of these. You know what I'm saying?
Shot it.
I'm definitely.
110%.
I'm gonna do 2. I'll cop and shot because no, I'll rock and shot. Bruv, they dropped the other day. They sell retail for £70.
Do they?
The same day they dropped
3 bills, man.
3 bills, 250, 240.
That's crazy.
The price is doubling and tripling, so I'm definitely getting in some of that.
Nah, I
You know
hear
what I'm
that.
saying?
Shot it. I'll definitely shot it.
Definitely shot.
Quick 3
Shot
bills.
But I'd rock it at the same time like an airport shoe. Steady,
That's
comfy.
an airport shoe.
That.
I like,
I
an
don't-
airport. I like a good airport shoe,
I don't
man.
know though. Like,
Steady
you actually see
tracksuit.
yourself rocking them though.
You know, when I go to the airport, I wear some mad shit sometimes.
It's just comfortable to fly in.
Yeah,
bro.
I just like comfortable. I don't know, it's a bit weird. I like cool shit to the airport.
Yeah.
What about you,
Shot
Danny?
it. No, shot it.
Shot it.
Yeah, because
Nah, shut
no, but because like obviously it's like a kind of like a hype thing, right? So if I'm not feeling something, and in this case I'm not feeling it really, I wouldn't wear it. So I would never buy something, you know what I
That
mean,
you don't
just
really-
that I
yeah,
don't really like. So then once I know the hype kids, they would jump on it, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they'll go
So
crazy for it. That's
yeah,
what I
they
was
go
saying.
crazy for it.
There's
Exactly.
a middle
how
class
much
kid
are
in
they going
Cambridge
for,
that
though?
wants them.
Yeah.
How much are they going for?
70 skeng.
70, wait, what? 70?
70 pounds.
So 70 skeng, yeah.
What's that, bro?
70 skeng, but they're 3 bills on resale.
We sell exactly.
That's wild.
Crazy,
that's
Bro,
stupid
literally,
money, though.
literally, they dropped at let's say 8. By the time it was like 10 o'clock on Depop, they were going
Well,
off.
you buy 4 of them, 70 quid. You got like,
You
you're
make
like
money,
a
bro.
bag
You make
up.
bread, though.
You making
Right?
keys, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Easy
that's
money
definitely
these days.
like, I'll shot them.
Yeah, that's
Terrible, man.
let's
Next
shot
one.
that, man.
What watch is that?
That's the Luigi Rolex. You know what I'm
Is that
saying?
the Ruigi Rolex?
And I feel like they're customs. Is he?
Yeah, he definitely
Yeah, it
customized
looks
that.
like
Defo
customs,
customs.
right?
He definitely
Yeah.
customized that. Yeah.
I want to hear what you saying. What you saying, Danny?
Shot it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shot it.
Yes.
I'd shot it.
Yes, because I see a lot of the guys, you know, like they're getting a Rolex or Patek Philippe or some other stuff. They put the ice on it and all of that stuff,
Yeah.
and you know, try to make it look cool and stuff. But I do believe in the authenticity of the product.
Yep.
So if I'm buying a Rolex for myself, I would never do anything with the Rolex. I would just wear it
Keep
because
it
I love the
simple.
because
Keep
I love
it
the product.
original, yeah.
Keep it original and just actually like rock it the whole time. Do you know what I mean? But like when it's customized and all these things, maybe you don't know. Maybe the guy is out in like 10 years. What then?
Yeah.
Right? Maybe it loses its
And at the same
value.
time, it depreciates, man.
Depreciates as
That's
well.
what it's
of
gonna.
course,
That's
yeah.
what's happening because
Yeah.
like you could get a Patek. I don't know how much they were like maybe 8 years back. I swear they were like going for like 20 bags or something,
20,
like
30
20,000
bags,
pounds.
yeah,
And
yeah.
now they're like 50,000
Yeah,
pounds.
70.
Yeah,
Imagine you
skip
do
up,
that
yeah.
and you customize it and fuck it up. Then
You lose value.
you
though.
lose
Of
so
course
much
you do.
money off that, bro.
Of course you do.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I get the whole thing of like customizing items and stuff, but it's not, for example, an Air Force One, right, where you put your name on it or whatever, right? Because it's like very, compared to these items, it's kind of like cheap to buy. Yeah? If I spend 100-200 200 pounds on an item, I can customize it. But when it's like a Rolex, a Patek Philippe, all of these kind of things, I want to keep it simple in case it appreciates in like 8 to 10 years, and I'm gonna sell it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, word.
So in this case, I tried it.
I feel like it's a really cool keepsake. Because I don't know, I just feel like something like that, I wouldn't necessarily wear it. I'd rather, like, I'm kind of with what Dan was saying, where it's like, if I'm gonna grab like a luxury, really expensive watch, I'd rather keep it really simple. Like if I'm gonna buy, I don't know, a random watch like a 18K day Rolex, I wouldn't really ice it. That's the dream watch for now. But I wouldn't ice it out as such. I'd just keep it really simple. Keep it polished, keep it clean. I wouldn't, as simple as adding rude to it, it massively affects its market value.
But at the same time, people could want to buy that for stupid money at the same time.
100%, but that's why I was saying it could be a really cool keepsake. Like capturing a moment in time where like there was only like, I don't know, he only made like 5 or something. But like who knows, in like 15, 20 years when rude is, I don't know what could happen, but like it could go for crazy money, like a Michael Jackson glove or something. Just like, do you know what I'm saying? Could really go well. What are you man saying? You man feeling that?
I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of like the leather strap though.
Yeah.
I feel like you need it. It's ages, isn't it? You need to be a bit older to wear those type of watches.
Fair enough.
Like, I don't see myself wearing a leather strap right now. So yeah, I think that would be a drop for me.
Yeah, me personally, I like the ocean blue face type thing. Going on, but the leather strap thing, that's not me.
That's not me.
Because I'm just not that. I like to feel the metal on my
the metal bracelet.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to feel that.
And like leather strap don't go with all your outfits as well.
Nah,
That's
it's a mature in a library reading a book type thing. And I'm not against that, innit? I'm not against the reading the book type things, but I just don't feel listen, if I'm spending the money
it's
on
an older
watch,
thing though.
I'm not doing something that's
Just
like
to
that
appeal
right
to
now.
other
Yeah,
people.
because I don't want to look like, I want to be young and I want to get a
It's
nice...
definitely older though.
Yeah.
It's older. Like,
Yeah, let's get the next one, man. I ain't trying to trip over that. What is the GH Bass? Are they rude?
Rude
The penny loafers. Oh yeah, they are, because they got the penny in the front.
Interesting.
All right.
I prefer standard black.
On the MJ thing.
Yeah, I prefer.
I don't know. I've never wore
standard
loafers before. You got loafers. Yeah, I've never.
You never worn loafers before
I
then?
wear a hard shoe every now and again.
Really?
You've never worn like a shoe before?
No.
Oh shit!
No, seriously, bro.
That's breaking news.
You consistently wear trainers.
Yes.
That's wild,
Yes.
bro.
Just wear trainers.
You know?
Fair enough.
Like,
I like that.
Shit.
You said yes with so much strength. I'm convinced that's a good way to live.
It's just not you. It's just not your
no,
vibe.
it's just not me. Like, I do believe, like, yes, I'm like 32 and I'm getting older, do you know what I mean? But still, I don't wear loafers, man. Like, I just can't see myself in them yet. I don't know what will happen
There's
like
gonna
in
be
2,
a
3,
time.
4, 5 years, of course, like
end up rocking
100%.
them, At some point.
I just don't feel, I mean, I'm happy to try out new things and stuff, but when I just don't feel a certain product, I'm not wearing it just for the sake of it because it's fashion, right? So,
Don't force
not
it.
for me.
I feel British Fashion Awards when you're awarded for Design of the Year.
100%.
Yeah.
Them loafers about to come out,
you
bro.
have to. You have to.
No,
You
man.
got to pull out the shiny loafers and cream the ankles for that one, bro.
Yes.
110%, bro.
Yeah, no, you have to.
I feel you.
What are you saying, Serge, with these ones? How you feeling?
I don't know. I feel like I'll just go plain or either just plain black loafers. I've never worn loafers before, but if I was going to, I'll just.
Would you
go.
cop these though?
Nah,
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't cop them though.
Fair enough.
I just don't see myself wearing them. I'll cop them and
Same.
shot it though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't cop them for myself.
Nah.
I would just literally get them. Actually, you know what? I gotta be real. I wouldn't buy them because I know they'll probably be peas, and I could get a cheaper version of that.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no point of, and that's no disrespect to Rude or whatever. I'm just cheap. Like I wouldn't buy that because it could be like 3 bills up, and I know GH Bash that do the exact same thing.
So that for
like
two bills,
like
$2 bills
personally.
max or something.
They're not bad though. They're nice.
They're
but
not bad. They're beautiful shoes, bro.
They're
just
gorgeous.
They're nice,
suits,
just-
like different.
I just don't like that shape
Just
personally.
say me.
Next one, man. Next
Yeah,
one.
man,
Next
it's
one.
just
Next
like
one.
me.
Ah,
I hate that
Jesus.
shit, man.
I mean,
Oh, you got this? I'm sorry.
no, it's calm.
so
It's calm.
sorry.
Do you know what it is? It's calm. It's calm. Do you know what it is? I had them from early, bro.
No, you did.
I had them
you
mad.
did,
I had
you
them
did.
super
Before they were
super early.
popping, though.
Super early.
Yeah.
And they were cool at the time, but like now
man.
they're just like quick run into the shop like with a tracksuit or like an airport shoe or something like that. Just keep.
Are
it
they
real
comfy
simple. They're real comfortable. I'm not gonna lie, but like they're not my go-to. Crazy. They're just some cool shoes to have.
Yeah, I
But
feel you.
I cop them. I cop them again if I had to. They're nice.
Would you?
Yeah, they're nice.
Really?
I mean, I have those specific pairs, the triple black. So I feel like if you have that, you don't need any other pairs.
What you
know?
saying, Danny, with them?
Well, I had literally, I think I had like every color of them.
Fucking hell, Danny.
So they're the type of shoe that they feel
I
so
had every
good and they
colour
go
of
with
them,
everything. You'd want to get in every color.
Yes,
right?
but I have to stress that I was like copying them before they were kind of like hype.
Yeah.
Do you know?
They were
Because
a
there
cool
was like
piece. They was a cool
a
piece.
new trainer out there. They're very comfortable. I have to admit, they're very, very comfortable. But as soon as I saw like, everybody's
Everyone
like
wearing it.
wearing
It
them and
made them
stuff,
lose
and
their value.
yes, it
Yeah.
lose the value a bit. And also, it's like, me personally, I just like to dress and see things from a different point of view. Whereas like when I see everybody is now having them,
That's
who
the
are
thing,
not
though,
who are
yeah.
not fashion.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So I think I've resold them like 4 years ago or something like that, like 3-4 years ago, and made obviously a bit of money.
Yeah.
That's what I did. When they came out, I think they were like cool, like a new thing. Do you know what I mean? Very comfortable. But I would never wear them right now or ever cop them again.
Yeah.
You know, again, not disrespect to Balenciaga and stuff, because it's probably
Yeah.
a new thing to do back at the time. But
Yeah.
I would not wear them anymore.
What are you saying with that?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't wear them though. I just don't like when like it's training too much when
Yeah.
everyone's wearing the
Yes.
same trainers.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Like it's not cool though.
I would.
But
I would not.
But even
cop
when they
them, bro.
first came out, I was never really into them like that. Though. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Nah.
You've never copped them, like you.
No.
I've never caught them. I wouldn't caught them. Even when they came out, they just weren't my thing. Even with the football boots, you know, when football boots,
Yes,
and you got the
yes.
socks.
Yeah.
I can't wear them. Like I just don't feel. I don't like my whole ankle being covered if it's a trainer. Unless it's a high
Feel
top,
that,
which
yeah.
is weird. I just feel like I just don't like. I feel like a ninja.
Okay.
Yes.
Like I feel like I'm on a mission in Shanghai or something. Like I feel like
Jumping
I'm
from rooftops.
Yeah,
and that.
jumping on rooftops and that. But I want to design a ninja thing. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Dead.
Like, I feel like stealthy, but designer stealthy.
Yeah,
like,
of
it's a bit mad. I just can't do it, fam. It's like, have you man seen the Margellas with
Yes.
the Ninja Turtle
Yes,
toes?
yes.
Like, that makes,
yeah.
bro,
Like
that makes me feel like I'm a ninja, fam. I don't want to feel like a ninja.
I like
I don't
Margellas
think
though. Not those ones, but I like
those are
Margellas in
insane,
general.
though.
bro.
I think those are
Brand is
sick.
mad, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
Should we get? Let's get a next one. Let's get a next one and see
Let's
what we
go. Let's
say.
go one more.
A ninja. That's what
You
I'm
have to
saying,
speak on it. You
fam.
have to
That's what
speak
I'm
on it.
saying, bro. That's the Margella 2.0s. You get what I'm
so
saying?
dead.
That's what I'm trying to say. You got the block hill with the
Nah.
wood. What wood is that? That's from Arizona or something. You
What's
get what I'm saying,
Arizona?
bro?
Oh, my
With the white
God.
socks. That's swag,
Nah,
fam.
nah,
See
nah,
me,
nah,
I'd
nah.
cop that. Do you wanna know why I cop that? Because that's cultural. And I'm about my culture.
You know what? On the topic
Nah, you
on
can't.
the
Nah,
topic of culture,
nah.
Danny, talk to us. bro.
No. Just no. It's just a straight no.
There's not much to say, innit?
Nah, not much to say. It's straight no. I don't even have to explain myself.
Yeah,
It's really like no.
Wow.
Nah,
Wow.
there's
they're
not
wild,
much, not much to talk about.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Kobe, next slide, bro.
No. I need a mood restore.
Next one.
Ooh,
Oh,
Ricardo
these-
Tisci.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
Tisci,
these
okay.
are nice.
Those were cool when they came out, man.
When they came
sure,
out, they
for
were
sure.
Yeah,
when
they
they
were
came out,
crazy.
they were very cool.
They were very.
Everybody was buying
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
I remember
Every,
seeing
every
those
rapper and their dog.
Yeah,
Yes,
at some point
yes.
I remember seeing everyone wearing the high top ones. now.
Yes.
The high tops
yes,
High
yes.
top ones.
I felt so way.
Yeah, man. My boy Mark put me onto them mad
Nah,
early.
shout out
Large
Mark.
up Mark.
I don't know who Mark is, but shout
Yeah,
out
man.
Mark.
Mark's super cold, man. I wear one of his t-shirts next show. It's cold. It's cold. But yeah, man.
Oh, they're cool though.
Man.
They're cool.
We're talking about style though. We're talking about style. Danny, how would you describe your style though, bro? Your everyday style. 'Cause I know you say you wear trainers. You're not about the shoes thing, not about the boat shoe thing. How would you say you dress on a day-to-day, bro?
On a day-to-day basis, the most important thing to me is like being comfortable. And whatever I'm wearing, whether it's like a suit or a hoodie or tracksuit bottoms, I need to be comfortable, right? So at the moment, I would say I would dress timeless, if that makes sense. I don't really like to wear stuff with a lot of big prints and stuff. It's just like, you know, simple, plain. You can still be loud, right?
Just how you put it together.
It's just how you put it together. And that's the thing of like having style or drip. I think it's a personal thing, like the way you express yourself.
Yeah, of course.
So whatever I'm doing, whether it's going to a meeting or doing a thing like I'm doing here right now, being somewhere, I'm going for food or lunch or whatever, it's like I need to feel comfortable. So yeah, I would try to explain it if it's like, okay, cozy, like I would say chilled, classy silhouettes, like relaxed fit. Yeah, you know what I mean? But with the right fabrics, if that makes sense. Because I do love my quality pieces.
It's important.
Yes,
I can see you're a French Terry, man.
Right? So, like, I always love my quality pieces. That's most important to me.
I hear that though. I like that.
Like talking about that, like, is there any like brands right now that you're feeling? Like, any brands, like top favorite brands, at least like 3?
Well, to be honest with you, like now that I've started my own brand.
So there ain't no competition, B. What?
No competition,
other brands, bruh.
right? Just
But
to
you
like
see
get
what
it
I'm
in here,
wearing?
right?
Oh, see what I'm wearing, B?
You see what he's wearing, beautiful struggles, you know what I mean? Like
Your brand.
represent, you know what I mean?
Come
Like,
on.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
There ain't no other brand.
no, but like, look, like since I've started my own brand, I do appreciate basically every other brand because I see what goes on behind the scenes, the hard work that goes into creating, and like everybody has their own vision and their own reasons why they decide to create a certain piece, right? But I have to say though that like the last months, a couple of years, I'm tapping more and more into these like Japanese brands like W Taps Tokyo, Chanjo Watanabe.
You into needles at all?
Depends. I just have to love the piece. Do you know what I mean? So even J.W. Anderson, British designer, right? They're like cool, but it's not hype because at the moment like obviously everything is about hype, right? Everybody is like 3, 4, 5 years. When I was playing, everybody's wearing the off-white jumper and the off-white hoodies and stuff, and now it's probably the essentials jumper and hoodie. Like I do like to explore brands who are not known in that sense, whereas like everybody's wearing it, but they have like cool silhouettes, good quality, and like cool fabrics, right? It stands for quality. I do believe like the Japanese brands are out there right now doing good things as well. Yeah.
I think Japanese culture is crazy, man. The way they dress is just on a completely different level.
Different level,
They've always been out there though.
They're crazy.
Culture's always been there in terms of fashion, like shapes,
for sure.
cuts, everything.
That stuff is incredible. But I just don't fit any of it. That's the only thing. I love Japanese fashion.
What are you trying to say? You're too hench, bro?
Absolutely.
This guy's trying to low key flex that he's hench.
No, man. I'm just like the only.
Just say it, bro. Just say it, bro. Just say it, bro.
Not right now.
Oh my god.
Not feeling it.
I love the Japanese designers. It's the same thing. I'll elaborate. It's the same thing with certain French designers. For example, I love Ami Paris. If you know me, you know I love Ami Paris. But like, I really have to size up a lot with their stuff because the cuts that they work with are very flat and straight, which to their specific market fits very good, but I'm kind of outside of that. So I often have to size up, or I can't get certain pieces because they won't do the larger sizes in big quantities. So that's probably the only downside. But I definitely hear what you're saying about designers that are not as popular or trending. I just feel like it's a lot more interesting when you put the pieces together.
Together, exactly.
It makes a lot more sense, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
Sounds hard being hench, bro. Maybe one day I can. Maybe one day I can gym up on your level. But yeah, bro, I want to find out because there are some brands right now that I'm looking at that I think are doing too much, capitalizing off a market, and they're not even the shit. What brands are you like right now? I mean, not to put them on blast, but to say I'm not really too sure about their direction, or it might be overworn, or people need to kind of leave that alone now and move on to another thing. What would you kind of say?
It's like a tricky question, you know, because like it's
you can't really say the
it's
name of the
political,
brand.
like it's all love, you know what I mean? Like and obviously like a lot of people probably feel.
Say it, you know, we'll bleep out. It's just the man them right now.
Man, you put me on the spot right now.
It's alright, bro. Take your time. It's all good.
But to be honest with you, for example, like Off-White right now, I'd not wear. I just wouldn't wear it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
110%.
But
right, like not to say they're doing a bad thing or a good thing. I mean, they shape the culture in a different way as well, right? And all credit to virtual upload and stuff. But like right now, it's just like you wear a piece and it's like, oh, it's quite out there. Like I said before, I'm not a guy who's wearing big prints at the moment.
I feel like the brand is very loud though.
Very loud, very loud, and I just, I don't know, man. I think you can still make noise without being loud, without having all of these prints, right? So even the jacket which is behind you right now, like a lot of Supreme going on right now, it's just like that was in in fashion or was trendy and stuff like a few years ago. I just love to be more simple right now because I love timeless pieces. I can wear these cargos in like 10 years. I'm sure I can wear these again. Do you know what I mean? Because you can just like combine it with a white tee or black tee and you're good. You know, you're never out of fashion.
Just keep it simple. Do you feel like social media allows brands or like just designers to be, how do you say it, like, it just allows everyone to be designers nowadays, because you know, like, there's so many designers. Of course,
and I do think that social media, because you can put anything in your bio. You're a designer, you're like an entrepreneur, right?
Say I'm a stripper.
You're a stripper, right? Like whatever, you're an influencer. Like what is that? Like what do you influence? Do you know what I mean? Like the real influencers back then. Like that's why we all rock sometimes a pair of like Air Jordans or whatever, because these were the real influencers, right? Like they shaped the culture. And right now it's all about like, okay, social media, what am I showing? You know, some of the people I meet on social media, like when I meet them in real person, they're completely different. Doesn't really go well together, right?
I think
right?
well,
So
I feel like
man.
with brands, you need to like have like background, like a story behind your brand. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like nowadays there's so many brands like they just want to put it out there.
Put it out there,
You just can, like social media just allows you to. Do you know what I mean?
Of course,
and that's like a lot of these young guys just want to get caught up in the hype. And just get their clothes. I mean, it is awesome to create a legacy, and I think that's what's important with your clothing brand, and it's got to be important to you. But some of these guys just want to create clothes just to give it to Gunna or to give it to a rapper. Do you know what I'm saying?
But that's it's social media, isn't
and
it?
that's
like
social media for you. Sometimes you can't even blame them because that's what we're growing up in now. You know, we didn't. Thankfully, we didn't grow up around so much social media like how it is now. So thankfully, we're away from it.
It is a good platform. It's good though. Like you can get your stuff out there.
Like what he said, like creating a legacy. Like I'm always striving for longevity, right? Like I don't have to say, oh, I'm this high brand who's like putting my brand out there. Then we have a drop, and then we are sold out within 2 hours. No, I don't want to do that, right? Because I know my products, for example, when I talk about beautiful struggles, like they're not affordable for everyone, right? Like 300 pounds for a hoodie is quite expensive. But that's why I'm saying, no, I don't want to be sold out within the first 1 or 2 hours. It's not a hype brand. If it creates the hype itself, cool.
Then it'll be organic.
That'll be organic, right? Like I always strive to be like have an organic growth. Right? But like I always come from the quality, because I was buying Dior, Prada, Gucci, Balenciaga. I always was buying these like brands who stand for quality and stuff. So that's why I'm striving to, when I create garments, like I want the people to see and feel the quality of the product. You know, not necessarily the hype, because the hype, I always say, will follow eventually, you know, regardless what you do, because then whatever, like, I don't know, Beyonce wears one of your hoodies and bam, it's hype,
all it takes
right?
is one person.
It's one person, right? That's social media. But if the people see and feel the quality, I do believe then you have returning customers, right? And you want to have that. You want to have the people who associate themselves with the brand. Oh, I know I'm going to buy a hoodie of, let's say, Beautiful Struggles, for example. I know it comes with quality, so the next drop I'm gonna buy something again. Yeah, you know, that's what I always thought when I was buying these other brands.
No, I hear that. What I was thinking as well is, like, just touching back on the same topic of, like, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because it's great that kids are designing and whatever, but when they're doing it for the wrong thing, I don't think that's cool. But I just want to know, do people understand the difference between drip and actual fashion? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because I feel like people confuse the two things, and sometimes it's not their fault because they don't have the education, I guess, and they don't have the right references or the right understanding. But I think sometimes people forget, like, drip is not fashion.
It's not fashion. It's not
and
fashion
people
at all.
don't understand what fashion is, and,
exactly.
they misinterpret it and think, oh, what the fuck is that? You know?
Yeah. I feel like drip is just it's a trend. It's whatever everyone's like wearing right now. Everyone just does the same thing. That's drip for me. It's not really fashion. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Like it's a big difference between drip and fashion. Like, it's completely different though. Like, fashion is how you put it together. It's not about brands, it's about style. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Drip is just,
Well, you can see it in two different ways. Like, for example, drip, when they ask me for my personal drip, right? It's my personal style, the way I express myself, how I put things together, how I mix different brands with each other, like how I, just like I said before, how I try to express myself. You can have like a simple white plain T-shirt and mix it with, I don't know, like a cool cargo pants or cool sneakers and a dope ass jacket, and that's your personal drip, or that's fashion, right? It depends on how you see it, right? But like, fashion is a lot more, I would say, a bigger word, like a collective word, whereas like fashion, I associate the word fashion with like catwalks, Paris Fashion Week, London Fashion Week, right? New York Fashion Week and stuff, and you see what's in fashion. But like, I'd always say that people who are not trying to be in fashion, they're actually fashion. That makes sense, because you don't follow what everybody's doing. Exactly, and that's the problems these days with a lot of these guys. You see it on social media accounts and stuff. Athletes, you know, whatever. They're wearing a pair of, like, I don't know, Chrome Hearts jeans because it's just in fashion. Because Drake was posting it the other day. And it's like, oh, you look at your drip, or like you're in fashion. It's not true.
It's
you know what I mean? Exactly. Exactly. You can still be fashion, wearing something completely different what all the other people are wearing, and you can look cool. Right? Yeah. You can be a trendsetter, and that's what I'm always inspiring to do. Like, I don't want to follow that trend. I just want to have my own personal style and express the way I want to express myself, and people might follow it or they don't, you know.
I think that's what fashion's about, though,
right?
Isn't it? Yeah. Fashion is about finding what is out there and making it look cool. Your own thing and cool. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. Because you could make vintage look better than Dior.
Yes,
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And just because you have Dior doesn't mean that you have style.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
So it is, and I think people are slowly starting to learn that. I think as we like to talk about footballers, you know, because obviously we all have a lot of friends within football, and they like to dress, and there was always a stigma of footballers always spending so much money on clothes and being over branded and what and so forth. But now I feel like they're starting to learn a bit more about style with social media and going for other type of brands, and maybe going with vintage and with a Dior jumper and different type of shoe, you know, and they're learning more, which is good to see. Which is good to see, man. Which is good to see. And I feel like you're doing that with your brand. I love the way that you do your sets. And I think that's
man.
very important for people to understand how to coordinate things, because some people don't know, and you've made it easier for people, you know, to get things in sets. But tell us about your brand a little bit more. Beautiful Struggles, bro.
No, man, like the brand, well, first of all, I would say it's my personal story, you know, like I've never really been talking about it up until this point, because there was like so many things going on, you know how it is when you start a business. Of course you have a lot of things to focus on and stuff, but like Beautiful Struggles is it's my personal story. But what I love about it is that we all have a story, right? Like everybody, there's not one person in this room even right now who hasn't struggled with anything, right? We all went through different struggles. So the two words itself, beautiful and struggles, obviously beautiful, like you associate this word with like positivity and like a lot of blessings and good things, right? And struggles is very negative within itself, but the two words together, beautiful and struggles, makes completely sense. And that's why I do feel like a lot of people can relate to that brand and can relate to that name, right? So I mean, it's been a blessing so far for me, and there's a lot more things to come, but yeah, I'm loving it actually. I enjoy it a lot.
Even just thinking about the name, for the people at home, I've been quiet. I'm just chewing up what you're saying. I'm just taking up game. But the words, I don't know, man. It's like no matter how you flip it, I just feel like it's such a sick name for a brand, because even like all of us obviously collectively work together, but we have our own endeavors. Like there's a beauty in the struggle and in the hustle, and when you're working hard and putting in a lot of hours and dedication to your own projects and projects you're working on. So yeah, man, that's a sick name. And even just from the name alone, you can kind of have a scope and a vision of what the brand identity is and what the narrative and what the story is surrounding the brand. And just kind of listen to what you guys were saying in the last little few topics you've spoken about. I feel like newer brands that are like drippy, should I say, they kind of lack that. There's no clear like sense of direction, or like what does the brand even mean outside of this trendy piece or pieces you are making? Because in like, you know, a couple years, what do these pieces even stand for? They lack do you know what I'm saying? They just lack longevity. So yeah, man.
Yeah, but with that being said, that's a good point actually. That being said, what would you say your ethos for Beautiful Struggles is? Like what is like the motive behind the brand?
Well, that's like, we obviously only have like, I don't know, 20-30 minutes left, I think, but like there's so much more behind the brand, right? Like, so it's culture, it's a lifestyle, it's a way of living. For example, like the main thing is like when I talk about my personal experience, right? So I've suffered with a lot of injuries while I was playing, right? So and I have to tell you, so I've been dark places in my life where you know, one day you're playing here, everybody wants something from you, and like you're popular and you're the guy, you know, and like you can get tickets for everybody and all of that stuff, and then you have an injury and like you're kind of like at home, you know, nobody wants anything from you. You see the boys playing, fighting, you know, like every Saturday, and you can't be involved, right? And then you see slowly the people who you thought would be there for you, they're not there anymore, and then like you like don't receive the same or as many text messages as you were used to and stuff, right? Because like you can't give the people what they want anymore, right? And then like you're thinking about it and you're at home and stuff, and like you're struggling with a lot of things, right? And you think about things, okay, what's happening if this all is coming to an end? There's a life afterwards, right? So the message behind it is like when I was like going through that dark place, right, of not knowing what's going to happen, that I would love to turn that into a positive and try to see what I can do while I'm going through this struggle to actually come out at the better end of it, if that makes sense. So I would start educate myself, reading a lot more books, you know, trying to be creative, listen to a lot more podcasts, trying to just educate myself and stuff, and like actually find out who are the people who are there for me if I'm struggling, right? So, because sometimes you get a little bit like, you know, caught up in the hype, right? Like when you're out there, you live a good life, you know, you make good money, and like everything is like flowing.
Go toilet.
Yeah, I've been holding it for like
Go,
a
go,
minute.
Hey, listen, hey,
Oh my God.
sometimes you gotta protect yourself.
Turn this mic off. Turn this mic off.
Yo, turn his mic. Someone got to turn his mic off.
Turn
We
his
don't
mic
know what's
off.
gonna be happening. Hey, listen, that's the beautiful struggle right
Exactly,
there.
right
You feel
there,
what I'm
right? Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
That's
He's
the
in the
beautiful
dark.
struggle. Listen,
Nah, I rate it though.
for real,
Yeah,
for
for
real,
sure.
but nah, man, for real. I also, I want to find out as well, like.
We're still going, yeah, even though it's
Yeah,
all-
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
we still go.
Keep it rolling.
keep it rolling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
keep
so
it rolling,
sorry about that. So I
It's all
thought
good,
we'd
it'll
make a
be
break.
back.
Keep going,
So-
bro. Keep going.
And also, yeah,
Yes,
go ahead, man.
no. So like it's the whole thing. It's not about. It's just not a brand alone, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like it's just what you portray and how you see yourself. And I do believe that a lot of people can really relate to that name, because whether it is what we are going through with COVID. Probably some of us have lost parents, have lost family, have lost friends, right? And some of us have lost jobs because businesses had to shut down, right? Like especially in football, a lot of us footballers are playing overseas, so we couldn't see our family and stuff, right? So like we've been struggling with a lot of things. So, but if you're seeing the beauty behind it, like you just said before, and come out a stronger and a tougher person, I do think it makes a lot of sense. Do you know what I mean? So that was kind of like the whole thing behind the name, Beautiful Struggles, like what it means to me personally, what it can mean to others. And I do think a lot of people can identify themselves with that.
No,
name.
100%, man. 100%. Because there is beauty in struggle. Makes me sound like I'm from the streets, blood. The beauty in struggle, fam.
Appreciate it, man.
There is beauty in struggle, and everyone relates to that.
Yeah.
I personally don't feel like there's anyone that don't relate to that, unless, I don't know, they're living in Cheshire and they're living a great life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But there's beauty in struggle, and I think people will buy into that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
everyone has
People
their
do
own
buy into that.
personal like
Yeah,
struggles, isn't it? So
100%.
like,
Yeah,
you can relate to the brand because everyone goes.
the more you can relate, the better. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
The
that's
more
what
that
I'm
you
saying.
buy into it.
connect.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
What would you say the future is for the brand, bro?
Oh man, we have a lot of things coming, man. So I'm speaking to a lot of people, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Probably some collaborations coming up and stuff, but like we'll see how
We
it's
saw
going.
some collabs. We saw your the football shirt. We see you working. We
appreciate
see
it,
you
man.
working, bro.
No,
We
I'm
see
working behind the scenes, you know what I mean? But like in fashion, obviously it's like 1-2 years ahead, right? So you have to be ahead of the game. But what I would try and love to explore is like the more of the American side of it, like where a lot of the American people, like, you know, like exploring the brand a bit more and stuff. Like our main customer basis at the moment is like UK, Germany, because I'm from there and stuff. We have a few people who relate to the brand there in the States. But like my goal itself is like to, like I said to you before, it's like I want to create that kind of like perfect suit, because right now I have a lot more meetings, you know, I'm getting older. You try to, I don't know, pitch certain things and stuff, right? So, but what I said before is I always want to try and feel comfortable while I'm in meetings, right? So it's that kind of like suit I'm striving to make, you know, where it's like you feel comfortable, you still feel drippy, and you're in fashion and like relaxed, right? You're fresh and stuff, but from the price point, which is not necessarily a, I don't know, a Brioni, right? Like a suit.
No, it's so crazy. I was thinking of Brioni as well.
Right?
It's crazy.
Yeah. So I want to make it affordable to the people.
Where it's accessible.
Right? Accessible, and that they can go and attend meetings, right? When they have to wear a suit and stuff. So I want to make it a bit more like formal, right? That's one of the things I'm aspiring to do, and obviously become more and more sustainable, because that's the big thing as well.
Huge thing.
Huge thing right now with everything which is going on. So these are the two main focuses, man.
Talking about that as well, like obviously with you being an ex-footballer, how has it been for me switching from like football into like fashion? Like it's a deep question, but like how has it been for you?
Yeah, it's deep, and there's so many different angles to it, how you want to see it, right? But like a lot of people make the mistake of kind of like putting me into a box. You're either a designer or you're a footballer. Why can't I be both, right? Like, why can't I do if I have like an heritage of, for example, if my dad or mom is from Jamaica, why can't I have like a restaurant who's serving Jamaican food, right? So I do think the society is putting us into different boxes where you can either be this or be that. Why can't I do both? Do you know what I mean? Or 3 things or 4 things. So I was like, I thought about these questions before, and I was like, I just want to do what makes me happy. Like, I don't call myself a designer, I don't call myself a footballer, I don't call myself a guy who's in real estate or in music or in art. I just want to do what makes me happy, right? And as long as I'm doing that, I'm fine. I'm fine because I don't have to explain myself why I'm doing this or why I'm doing that. Just do what makes me happy. With beautiful struggles, I do believe that was always something I've had in mind. Like my vision was always that I love to combine things, dress myself, you know, look fresh and stuff. But then there's a whole different part of when you own a brand, you have to go out there and see how your brand looks on all these different kind of people, right? You can have like, if it suits everyone, you can have Asians, you can have black people, you can have mixed race, you can have like white people, whatever, like different kind of people, and they all, when they wear your brand, it looks differently, right? So that's the challenge, and I love a challenge. So like, I always aspire to have a brand that happened now, and I'm happy how it's going. Obviously, there's a lot more things to do, but how it's going so far, I'm very happy with it. Yeah,
that's good, man. That's good to hear that.
That's good. I think just seeing like a lot of athletes are starting to feel a bit more comfortable showing their other talents. You know, I'm seeing certain other artists, like obviously talking about getting into real estate, getting into, I don't know, art, or I see some doing music as well now. You know, it's good to see. It's good to see people are out there expressing themselves and not fitting themselves in just that one box. Because I always say life is there to be lived, man. Life is there to be lived, and you shouldn't ever feel pressured to be like, no, you shouldn't do this. You should only stick to that. You know what I'm saying? It's important to explore all the avenues that you want to, because this life is super short. You know, it is super short, and I think it's super important to just do everything you want to do. That's something I'm a big fan of, doing everything you want to do while you're here. You know, so now props to you, Danny.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Sure, man. We got to thank you for coming on the show, bro.
Always, of course, man.
Thank you so much, bro. You know, we keep him fresh and we struggle.
I see that one.
Next time you go pop yours, baby. You feel me?
I appreciate you guys for inviting me, man. I love it. Like, I always come, whatever you to do. I'm always up for it, man. I appreciate it. I love what you guys stand for as well. What you're building, what you're creating, man. That's like inspiring for the next generation as well. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it a lot.
Love.
Pass her out.
Rap.
Nice one.
Bro. Thank you, bro. Nah, easy, bro. Love that one.